Welcome to the Church Leadership Podcast, your weekly source for encouraging and equipping local church leaders, with your hosts, Mark Gainey and Andy Frazier. In each episode, Andy and Mark sit down with church leaders that you should know. We believe these honest conversations will be helpful and encouraging to you as you lead the local church. Here is this week's episode.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's special Christmas episode of the Church Leadership Podcast. Not only do we have an audio episode for you to listen to, but we have a little video for you this week because this episode is not going to be very long. We want to say Merry Christmas and give you time to spend with your family.
That's right, Merry Christmas. It's coming out on Christmas Eve. In fact, episode number 44, and it's hard to believe, 44.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
Wow.
But,
that's a good number, by the way. I like 44.
That's a great number. But yeah, we're going to do a brief episode today because we want you to spend time with your family. That's important to Andy and I, and we're spending time with our family as you listen to this.
Yeah, not only do we encourage you to listen to this episode and spend time with your family, Mark and I, this evening we're going to be doing a few things. We're going to be hosting Christmas Eve services at our church.
That's right.
We're going to be up late putting together stuff for Santa. I mean, we're going to be doing all kinds of stuff.
I promise you I'll be up late putting something together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just watch your language when you're putting this things together.
That's right.
But we're thankful for each of you who listen. You're like family to us. You know, we're talking about listening to the podcast and us spending time with our family. We're thankful for you, our Church Leadership Podcast family. And as a matter of fact, it is a special time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of year, they say.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
And since we are in the Christmas spirit and we do feel like giving gifts away, maybe we can give a little something away for Christmas.
Maybe we can give. Maybe we can receive. Okay. I mean, we can give our address out if you want to give a gift.
Okay, we will give our address if you want to help some families who have small kids. Okay,
right.
Or if you want to come over late at night and help us put stuff together.
Hey, we'll take anything but fruitcake. Anything but fruitcake.
Yeah. Well, you know, depends on what kind of fruitcake it is.
Okay, well, it really doesn't depend for me.
Yeah.
I don't want fruitcake, but yeah, we are gonna give something, not just this episode. So we decided since it's Christmas and we're doing a brief episode, why not celebrate the time of year of giving by giving something away? So we're going to do that for those who help us and help this podcast. If you're listening, you're probably a long-time listener. If you're new to our podcast, welcome aboard. We talk every week about church leadership principles. We interview most weeks people who are church leaders or pastors or staff members or volunteers who we believe will be helpful to you as you lead the local church. And so that's what we're about. And we want to help spread the word. We want you to help spread the word about our podcast. And if you do that, we're going to give you a gift.
Yeah, we have multiple formats that you can listen to our podcasts. You can find us and like us on Facebook, and we've got something to mention about how we're going to do the giveaway through Facebook. But you can go to churchleadershippodcast.com, and we have a list there of the formats and platforms and different ways that you can listen to our podcast. Most recently, we're on Spotify now.
Yeah, we're now on Spotify.
Yeah, so we're on Apple and Google and,
Stitcher and Pocket Cast. Yeah. I mean, you name it, we're out there.
We want to make our podcast available. Yeah. So what we want you to do to be a part of the giveaway is to go to one of those podcasting platforms, subscribe, and review. And let us know you've done that because we're going to post this video on our Church Leadership Podcast Facebook page.
That's right. And so if you subscribe, and review, and if you've already liked and you already subscribed and you leave a review that you're counted as in, or if you've done any combination of those and you do a new one, then you're entered in the contest. Here's what we want you to do. Subscribe, and review on one of those platforms. And then on this Facebook page where you're probably watching this video, then let us know you've done that. And Facebook will tell us your name when you comment on this video.
Special little Church Leadership Podcast prize pack that
we're
going to send to you. We'll announce very soon. Don't know when because of the holidays and we're spending time with family, but very soon we will notify all of you of our random drawing and who wins based on those posts on our Facebook page for those who have liked, subscribed, and or reviewed our podcast.
That's right. And you want this prize pack. So make sure you enter
out on it. So, but anyway, that's the gist of what we had to say today. We just wanted to say we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We're so thankful for the feedback you give us, and look for a very special year-end episode next week in episode 45. We're going to kind of do a little recap of some moments from our time together in the podcast this year in 2019, and you won't want to miss what we have to talk about and share next week's episode.
Yeah, so thank you again for watching or listening, and we're just so thankful for you. We're thankful for everything that we've experienced together this year with you, our Church Leadership Podcast family, and we'll see you guys next week.
Merry Christmas. See you next week.
Merry Christmas.